Liberals are going to tell you this isn't true, that I'm a bigot, a hater, an Islamophobe. They'll even probably figure out a way to call me anti-gay and a misogynist too. But we can blame radical Islamic terrorists for the violent terror attacks they perpetrate, for the threats of violence they issue every day, for the beheadings, the drownings, the burnings, the rapes, the bombings, the mass shootings. We can blame radical Islamic terrorism without being Islamophobes. This is not the time for the battle about which interpretation of Islam is correct, whether it's the peaceful Muslims who interpret jihad as meaning self-defense only, or the radical, evil terrorists who co-opt the phrase jihad as a justification to attack and kill and murder and maim around the world. Perception is reality here. I hate that phrase. It's misused 95% of the time, but in this case, it matters. It matters that the terror perpetrated by these psychopathic killers, the terror, the death, the violence, is motivated by their religious beliefs, by their interpretation, their perception of Islam, regardless of whether Islamic scholars believe their perception is correct. All that matters is the perception of the terrorists, what they believe is true, what they believe the Quran, the Prophet Muhammad taught. That's all that matters right now. The battle over the interpretation is a fight for a different day, because we cannot reason with terrorists. We can barely reason with liberals in our own country, and liberals' greatest danger is somehow forcing me to pay for the birth control of the floozy next door. We cannot have a rational discussion, point out logical flaws in the ideas of people who are so radicalized that they're willing, waiting, and wanting to die in order to kill others. We can blame radical Islamic terrorism without being Islamophobes, and we must understand that the basis for all of their terrorism is their religious perception. It's right in front of our faces. We talk about gun control, about not wanting to stereotype Muslims, about background checks, or not wanting to be racist. But if we want to cut off the head of the snake before it bites us again, we need to say out loud that the violence, the killing, the terror attacks around the world are all fed by the poison that is the radical perception of the religion of Islam, which is the only reality to the radical Islamic terrorists. And no matter what anyone else tells you, that is not Islamophobic. Share your thoughts with me on Twitter at @Liz_Wheeler and on Facebook at facebook.com/official Liz Wheeler. And that's all I've got for you tonight.